You mentioned that you're 31 weeks along and you're measuring about 36 weeks, and you're wondering what sort of implications this might have. Is your due date wrong? And due date accuracy is dependent on a lot of different things. If you have had regular periods in the past and you know when your last period was, then that's pretty reliable. That's a pretty reliable way to calculate a due date. Even beyond that, an even more accurate way to calculate a due date is to do an ultrasound early on in pregnancy, sometime during the first trimester, and really the earlier the better, because all fetuses grow at a consistent rate at that point. And so if you're measuring 7 weeks when you have an ultrasound, then you're 7 weeks. And then in the second and third trimester, babies can start to grow faster or slower than the norm. And usually at that point, it's due to some sort of pathologic issue. So if the baby is smaller than usual, it might be because the placenta is not feeding the baby so well. If the baby's larger than usual, then it could be due to things like gestational diabetes. And you did mention you don't have diabetes, but you do have a history of having large babies. Anytime someone has had a baby greater than 9 pounds, we always take note. And you mentioned that your baby was 9'7". So maybe you just cook them really big. And I don't know how big your husband or partner is, but sometimes it's genetic. Sometimes babies just are really big because it's in their genes. I do recommend talking with your doctor about your questions and concerns because they can give you the best information. They know the specifics of your situation and can give you the best advice. However, you did also bring up the fact that they want to do a C-section because the baby's going to be big, and if they feel that that would be best for you, then it would be good to listen to their advice because they're looking out for your well-being as well as the baby's. There can be complications with trying to deliver a baby that's really large vaginally. It can cause increased tearing to the mother. The baby can actually get stuck, like the shoulders can get stuck. This is called a shoulder dystocia, and that definitely poses a risk to the baby if delivery is very difficult. So again, if they feel like a C-section would be best, I would recommend listening to their advice. On the other hand, because you've had a large baby, maybe you'd be able to fit this baby through vaginally as well. As you get closer to your delivery date, your doctor will be able to give you more information about what to expect and what they feel is best for you. Good luck with everything, and if you have more questions for me in the future, feel free to ask them on our Facebook page at facebook.com/InnerMountainMoms, and recommend us to your friends and family too.